Hello and welcome. Going to do a brief reading for the energy for the end of Mercury retrograde. It is June the 1st, and as we approach the tail end of Mercury retrograde, the energies are going to change. Mercury leaves its path of being direct on June the 3rd. Now, that intense energy is still going to hang around for a while. It just doesn't go away that fast. Kind of like having a boil or a big pimple. Even though you squeeze it and get rid of it, it's still a little painful afterwards till it heals. Kind of the same way with Mercury retrograde. Now, the amazing thing is I have a new deck of cards. They are the Black Moon Astrology Oracle cards. And I pulled a couple of them just prior to hitting the start button because I haven't broken the deck and they're hard to shuffle. Very big. The first card that popped out was, and you can't make this crap up, Mercury retrograde. Wham bam. We are right in the middle of that energy. The next card that popped up was the 12th house. And this house is the house of escape. Some of you are leaving a bad connection. You're escaping what isn't serving you any longer. At one time, this connection, wow, why am I even talking about a connection here? Can I get a couple more jumpers, please? But there have been a lot of long-term relationships breaking up. Friends of mine with 30 and 40 years together. I can't stand, what he does, and he can't stand what she does, and they're going their opposite directions. Mercury retrograde, had a tendency to put a big squeeze on things. Now, Mercury doesn't actually pertain to marriage or commitment or connection. It does put enough pressure on you that those things will come to light. Mercury is all about repeating things, reinventing, reassessing, reassigning, and that's where we get to that point where we're going to reassess our lives here. All right, and bam, just like I said, Ten of Swords came up. Wrapping up something. That's the tail end. We're finishing up what seemed to be a painful connection for somebody. Whoever this is meant for, and this is basically just the energy for the collective. You really tried to hold it together. You really did. You tried to make this thing work at all cost. We have the 7 of Wands, and you've gone to battle time and time again over this situation, this connection, and I guess we have been talking about relationships here, and this can even be business connections. It doesn't have to be just love, or it could even be a family connection. But you fought this fight before. We also had the 6 of Wands that came up. It came up in reverse, though. You're holding back your own victory. You're holding back your own happiness, your own well-being. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. It's on its head, too. Upside down. You're holding back all these good things. It's okay to allow the end to come to something that isn't serving you. We also have the 4 of Cups that came up. And this is about you looking at what you're going to leave behind. I don't want to make this decision. I don't want to really move forward. you know, I'm going to just procrastinate and put this off, and that's what got you where you're at. There was some things bothering you for a while. You procrastinated. You didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. You didn't want to make a decision based on something that you thought you were going to be able to fix. We have the Page of Swords. This page is making me feel like somebody may have painted the truth a little bit or swayed the truth a little bit in the very beginning, because you know the page is just learning. He's a young man. He's pretty how do you want to say that, adventurous, you know, a little too brave for his britches. We got the Star card. This star is about the healing you're going to be forced to do. You can't put it off any longer. If you start all over again, you're going to have to heal first before you move into a new connection. You cannot move into a new connection until you heal. Once you do, it's going to be happily ever after. We have the Four of Wands. A lot of great things in store after Mercury passes. Mercury retrograde passes, and you leave this particular connection behind. All right, let's grab another deck here. Let's see what else we can finish up, get some validating energies. The paranormal flashlight back there hasn't been doing a damn thing. Thanks, Spirit. I know, some days you just have more important things to do than sit down on one of Tina's tarot readings. However, that paranormal flashlight really comes through when I have grieving family here and I'm channeling their loved ones as a medium. That flashlight always lets them know that their loved ones are near. All right. We have the Ten of Swords. Yep. Wrapping something up. Yeah, this situation wasn't serving you at all. And when I say it wasn't serving you, I mean, it was downright miserable. You hung in there as best you could. Again, the Wheel of Fortune. And it did come up in reverse a second time. You're holding back your own well-being with this connection. Whether it be work, love, romance, love, or family. The Two of Swords. This is why you've been holding back. You have not wanted to make a decision to cut this person out of your life. You thought you could make it work. And this energy is all coming to a point, or a peak here. It's going to kind of really, you're going to really feel the pressure of this Mercury retrograde coming. We also had the Six of Swords in reverse. Again, holding back your travel to a better place. Not a location, but just a better place in your own heart, your own mind, your own thinking. The end of this Mercury retrograde is going to bring a lot of things to light for a lot of people. You'll be able to finish things up because you know that, okay, look, it's only going to get better from here on out. It's kind of like, you know, things really coming to a peak and a pinnacle, and I didn't want to say climax, but yeah, that too, before we step into this new energy. All right, I hope this helps tie you over till I get a chance to sit down and get some good videos back. Good videos. I don't make any. I have a following of 10s and 10s. There's no such thing as a bad video. All right, you guys. You know what? I never leave you there. I don't bless you with love and light. I appreciate your sticking around for my homespun humor. I love you all.